Hi, I'm Ailbhe McDonagh. In this video, we'll be discussing the third approach to vibrato. In our first and second videos, we talked about our position when we're vibrating, where our elbow is, how everything opens from the elbow, and how to polish the string and then plant the finger. So we've now reached a beautiful, wide, loose vibrato. So now it gets to how do we actually get our vibrato a little closer to the final sound. So when I'm talking about the final sound, so you can speed up your vibrato and slow it down to have a multitude of colours and sounds. So the first thing to register as we're now thinking about vibrato and putting it into pieces is that imagine that the pitch is here. So this is the centre of the pitch and we're vibrating into it. So if you're on the fingerboard here, imagine the pitch is right here and I'm going below it. So I'm just showing you here the below the pitch and vibrating into the pitch. So you vibrate just to the pitch, okay? So this is getting very fancy now. So for example, if we start again on our G, in our slow vibrato, you can hear that I'm going wah, 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 and I'm vibrating into the pitch itself. Sometimes you'll hear vibrato that goes like this, which sounds a little bit out of tune, and that's because someone is vibrating like this, beyond the pitch. So if you really want to be in tune with your vibrato so that it doesn't affect the overall tuning of your pitch in the piece, we just vibrate from below and into the pitch, okay? Now I wouldn't worry too much about that because we'll discuss that later in the advanced series. So how do we control our vibrato? Let's go back to the metronome and we'll put it to 1 beat equals 60, okay? Let's use our second finger on a G on the D string, so I'd imagine right now your vibrato is quite slow, which is fabulous. And what I'm doing is on every beat, I'm hitting the top of the pitch on every beat. So there are 2 motions on every beat. So it goes forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. So you can see there, I'm hitting it on the beat. Ya, wah, wah, wah. So how do we speed up our vibrato? We now know that we're going from under the pitch to the pitch and back and forth like this, only opening out in that same motion from the elbow. So you can see I'm probably only using about a 45-degree angle now. So if I want to get smaller and smaller, I might use a 40-degree angle. So just take a little rotation off, or a 30-degree angle if we're going very fast. In order to speed up our vibrato, we set the metronome to any tempo you want. Just a nice slow one. This is 50. And we're going to try and hit the top of the pitch, just the center. On the beat. That's much better now. And then we'll try and hit 2 of the pitches in that same tempo. So, dum, 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 dum. Now let's try 3. Let's try 4. takes a while to really be exact during that. Let's try 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you now see that this is starting to sound like a very luscious, beautiful vibrato. So there are plenty of ways you can do this. You can just edge up the metronome 1 beat or 10 beats at a time to keep hitting it just on 1 beat, or you can do it the way I did as well, just dividing the beats into different segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. But this is a great help to speed up your vibrato in a nice, loose way, always keeping the elbow in the right place and always opening from the elbow only. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.